Did you know that practicing gratitude can physically rewire your brain and boost your happiness by up to 25%? But here's the catch. If you're just making lists and going through the motions, you're probably not getting the benefits. So gratitude isn't something that you just do, it's something you become. And if you've ever felt like gratitude is forced, you're just writing things down but not actually feeling it, you're not alone. And today, I'm going to share with you how to make gratitude a living, breathing energy in your life, one that can actually change you from the inside out. Hi, I'm Tina, and I guide women 45 and up to deepen their spiritual connection through simple rituals, gratitude practices, and elemental wisdom. I help them weave sacred spirituality into everyday life with ease and meaning. So, speaking of gratitude, most people approach gratitude like a checklist. So they write things down and, just 3 or 4 things that you're grateful for, or sometimes it's 10 things. When I first started gratitude practice, I think it was Oprah was saying, write 10 things down that you're grateful for. And so we write those things down and boom, we're done. And we just leave it, right? We've written them down and it's in our journal or whatever, and we don't even think about it again the rest of the day. What gratitude is really about is not just about doing that little practice. It's about, you know, rewiring your nervous system, shifting your perspective, and embodying gratitude in a way that transforms how you experience life. So what that means is it's more about feeling gratitude when we're doing our gratitude practice. And so if we are writing those things down that we're grateful for, we're actually feeling it along with that. And that makes it a whole different practice, right? So today I'm going to share with you 3 simple practices that will shift your energy, your emotion, and your connection to yourself and the world around you. So one of the first thing I wanted to share is the feeling, just like what I said a minute ago, is feeling the gratitude in your body. Gratitude isn't just something that we think about. And yes, we do want to think about it, right? We want to think about the things we're grateful for. We want to think about the people we're grateful for. It's not just that thought, right? It's a frequency. And so when most people think about gratitude, they don't actually feel it in their body. So the secret to that is anchoring that emotion in your body so that your brain memorizes it. And so what I find a lot is when we're doing gratitude, and a lot of times we don't even realize how gratitude feels in our body, right? So, like if you were to do a meditation and in the meditation says, allow yourself to feel gratitude. Sometimes we're like, what does that even feel like, right? So one of the practices that you can do to start noticing that and anchoring that emotion into your body is to close your eyes and bring to mind something that brought you deep gratitude, or a person that you are so grateful for, or a thing you're so grateful for. Or it could be your house, it could be your car, it could be your dog, it could be your kids, your grandkids, husband, wife, whatever it is that brings you so much gratitude. And it's not just something good that happened, but it's something that made you feel completely at peace, or a person that makes you feel completely, or whatever. And so instead of just recalling it, breathe into it and then ask yourself, where do I feel gratitude in my body? And so as you're starting to feel that gratitude and allowing that gratitude to grow in your body, you're asking yourself, where do I feel gratitude in my body? Can I expand this feeling in my body? What colors or sensations does it have? And then you just let that feeling spread in your body. That just means just holding that, and you anchor it in your breath, your body, and your cells. And that just means holding that in your body, remembering it's a remembering how that feels. Remember that feeling. And what that does is it's going to teach your body what gratitude feels like. So it becomes your default state. So it's not just something that you think about occasionally. So a lot of times what happens is we do these gratitude practices. And then I've done this before many times and I still do it. I've been doing gratitude practice for many years, but I still catch myself as I do the practice. I write my stuff down in my journal or I meditate on gratitude. I allow myself to feel the gratitude when I'm doing it. And then I walk off and I don't remember that feeling in my body, right? I was on my walk this morning and just contemplating gratitude and contemplating how grateful I am to live where I do and how grateful I am for the day and what I'm grateful for, and just started bringing up that feeling. And when we practice it, we can just automatically shift into feeling that. And when I did that, for me, I feel it in my heart. It's like my heart just kind of expands. And it's like, I start feeling this expansion in my heart and just this peace that comes over me with the gratitude. And so when we are able to teach our body what gratitude feels like, it's going to become your default state. And then it's not just something you think about occasionally. So it's something that you will be more mindful of, right? So you'll think about more things that you're grateful for. So like even during the middle of the day, you'll be able to stop and be like, what am I grateful for in this moment? Or before you go to bed, oh, I'm so grateful for the things that happened today, So that's a good practice to work on, is just embodying that feeling of gratitude. And that's when the changes happen, is when we start to feel the gratitude. I know for me, it wasn't until I started allowing myself or started teaching myself what does gratitude feel like. And when I started feeling that gratitude as I'm writing things down, that's when the changes started happen. That's when the shifts happened and I started to become more, positive. I started to feel like I'm not looking outside of myself for other things. I'm starting to feel more content in my life and bringing in more things to be grateful for, right? So another one is finding gratitude in the hard times. So gratitude it's not about toxic positivity, right? We don't, we always hear this, just be grateful for, yeah, you might be having a hard time, but be grateful for the good times and whatever. And that is hard, right? It's like, what the hell? What that's not that's not what we're doing. We don't want to bypass those hard feelings, right? We don't want to bypass the rough things that are coming up. But what we do want to do is allowing gratitude to help us find meaning in that hard things, in those times that we're having struggles. And that's when it changes for you. And we come out of the challenge more resilient and stronger. When my dad passed away, I was dealing with that grief and I had to deal with all of his shit. Basically, he had a whole bunch of stuff and I had to sell his house and had to do all of the things, right? And during that time, that was the one thing that anchored me, was doing my gratitude practice. And there were days when I went out and I was like, I would sit outside in the mornings and drink my coffee and write down in write my gratitude journal. And there were days when the only thing that I could think about that I was grateful for was that I had a cup of coffee, and that experience, being able to at least think about those few things that I could think about at that time, helped me to move through that experience with more resilience. And then I learned, we learn the lessons. We have those lessons in that. And so one way that you can do this is think of one challenge that you have in your life right now. And it could be, it's something heavy, frustrating, or painful. And instead of resisting it, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What strength is this building in me? And where is the hidden gift in this moment? And if you take that minute and ask yourself those questions, what is this teaching me? What strength is this building in me? Where's the hidden gift in this moment? And you can breathe in the gratitude, and not for the pain, but for what it's showing you. That's where the change happens. It's like Instead of gratitude being conditional, I'll be grateful when things are good, you train yourself to see the sacredness in all experiences. And that's another shift. And as we're shifting and we're seeing more things to be grateful for, more things come in to be that we can be grateful for, right? Another thing is that embodied practice. I always talked about feeling it and allowing it to be in your body, but also when we can touch things, or like, okay, so we can experience it through our body, and that helps it to become more real, right? So our senses are a gateway. So if you touch, through touch, hold a cup of coffee, a warm coffee or tea, and fully feel the warmth in your hands. And what that's going to do is it's going to help bring ritual into your life. It's going to bring the present into your life. You'll be more present, and just offer that gratitude, just holding that coffee and offering the gratitude, or the tea, or the whatever beverage you're drinking at that time, just offering that gratitude, sending it blessings, and helps you to more embody the gratitude, right? And also helps you to bring in the present. And that's what gratitude does too. Gratitude is a way of being present. When we're thinking about those things we're grateful for, we're in the present moment. And so that's being mindful. So another one is, our sight. So when we are looking at a sunrise, right? And just absorbing that sunrise, just watching it, and just, whispering thank you. Or sound, so listening to the birds, or if there's laughter around you, or, the wind, and just looking at or listening to that. And what can you appreciate with that? Where can I give gratitude for that? The breath, inhaling the breath as a living presence, right? So inhale gratitude and exhale gratitude out into the world. Inhale gratitude and exhale it out into the world. It's going to help you to become more grounded, but it's also, embodying that gratitude. So these practices are, just some simple little practices that you could do to start helping you to embody the gratitude. And it's not, it's a way of, the way that I look at gratitude is that it's a way of experiencing life at a deeper level. And so, I encourage you to try them out if you have never done a gratitude practice, or if you're looking to redo your or reset your gratitude practice. I have a 21-day gratitude reset where I guide you through these simple but powerful practices to make gratitude a daily ritual, and the link will be down in the description. So I have that, and it's something that you can join. It's a course that I have. And yeah, let me know which one of the practices you're going to try first. Put that down in the comments. I'd love to hear. And thank you. And I'll talk to you soon. Big love to y'all.